Hi folks, I'm joined today by one of our newest franchisees who's just launched their business. I'm going to ask him to introduce himself and tell us where in the country he is working. So over to you.
Yeah, hi Nick. I'm Giles Redford. Believe it or not, I work and live in Glasgow, and the particular area of Glasgow I'm in is Uddingston and Bothwell.
Excellent. And I had to look up on the map, but obviously we've been talking for some months now, so I do now know where that is. But yeah, very good. And yeah, surprising that you don't have a Glaswegian accent. So what did you do before, and how did you end up in and around Glasgow?
Well, I've been here quite a long time. Been here over 25 years now, Nick, and I've predominantly run my own business. I started a business in 2000, which sold comms to business. So I was a business-to-business provider, and it was mobile phones, it was internet, it was landlines. Sold that in 2017, and while I was working within that business, I guess my hobby became digital stuff because we grew that business to the digital era, and I then took that into my next business and ended up doing a lot of digital stuff, finding clients for websites that I built through social media, through GMB, and developed it from there. And yeah, I guess it's sales again, but it's digital sales.
No, that sounds really interesting. So why stop doing that and decide to buy a EweMove franchise? So what was the transition that made you decide to do that?
Well, the thing about estate agency now is it's very digital, and it's a local business. And my skills, Nick, became very much focused on getting clients for local business. And I just felt that they were getting paid an awful lot more than me. And the sort of service I was providing was really niche and very personal and very difficult to duplicate that on any particular scale. So I was looking for something that I could do that would utilize my skills optimally, and I felt that estate agency was the one.
Okay, so well, I suppose the killer question then. Now you've been through training and all that stuff, and you've launched your business. Do you still think that? And what now are your objectives for your business?
Yeah, well, extraordinarily, I came into this, Nick, thinking that my skills would be suited to get clients. And, I was comfortable with that, did a lot of research. But through my interactions, it became more and more apparent that the digital side of estate agency was really, it's in really early stages. It's yet to be explored. And I think there's a lot of work here that some of the digital skills that I've learned will really enhance the business and grow in time. And it's a change from the traditional agency. And I didn't really realize that before I started the journey. That's become very apparent as we've gone on. So my vision for the business now is, yeah, obviously just to get clients how I thought I would from the start, but I want to do it differently. I want to do it like you guys. I mean, I want to be able to have a platform that is unique to a traditional agent and very much obviously focused on service, but very much focused on finding stock and acquisition. So yeah, that the whole thing has enhanced my view of and my reasoning for joining EweMove.
Yeah, very good. And the good news is, of course, we've got our new Evolution website going live in the month of July, hopefully, which will take our digital marketing onto another level. So we've already been ahead of the curve, and we're going to push that on even further. So I'm super excited about that, which, to your point, absolutely right. There's so much more we can do in the digital space, which is great. So that's good, Giles. So what's then your goals? So getting down to business level, what do you hope to be achieving over the next sort of 5 years from the business?
In a very, to summarize what I want to do is refine the sales flow, the process, and make a one-man sales funnel something that I can then duplicate. So I would really, my ambitions lie with multiplying what I do at the moment. So initially, obviously, I have to make this successful. But once I've done that, then I want to make it so that I can copy it and keep reproducing it and develop the business as much as I can.
Absolutely. And the good news is, as being part of a franchise network like EweMove, there are a number of people in the business that have done exactly that. So it's a case of looking at what they've done. You have to reinvent the wheel. And then, our top performing franchisee now is turning over 1.7 million they've done in the last 12 months. So, that's absolutely fantastic. So it does allow you to significantly grow and scale within the EweMove model. So it's all there for you to exploit as you wish, which is great. So now you've kind of been through training, you've done all that pre-research, you've decided to buy a EweMove franchise, you've done your training, you've launched, you got your first appraisal today. So how confident are you that you're going to be able to reach the objectives that you've set for yourself?
Yeah, I am at the start of the journey, but I have seen nothing yet that intimidates me enough not to be able to achieve my goals. And I feel that primarily, Nick, I don't know too much about being an estate agent. I mean, I've bought and sold my own houses and I've developed a couple, but predominantly I know that information is there. I have the support of a group of people behind me in the franchise that, I can dip in and take that knowledge. So, as long as I can marry that up with my sales processes, we're all good to go. So I'm confident at this stage that we are going to hit our objectives. And I think, we need to have this conversation in 18 months. I'll have much more of an idea of where we're going to end up, within 2 to 3 years. But at the moment, I believe we're going to get there quite quickly.
Very good. Well, that's great news to hear, and I wish you all the very best and every success, Giles. I'm sure you absolutely smash it up there, and it's great to have you in the network. It really is.
Thanks, Nick.